So this part 3, amend the program so that it determines and displays the weakest password in the list along with its score. When the program is run, the output may look as follows. So you've got your normal stuff going on there, and then it's able to determine the weakest password is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and score is equal to 0. So we have to identify some way of keeping a track of the score, and we're basically going to do that by its indexes. So if we look at our list here, you've got index 0, index 1, index 2, and index 3, index 4. So this is a common way of doing things like this. It wouldn't be my most preferred way, but it is the exam solution that was given, that you set a minimum to some value, maybe 999, but something that's outside the scope of getting or look at, if you want, 10,099 or 20,999, some crazy number there, whatever the story is going on. But now you'll see what I'm going to do here. So when you're iterating through the passwords and eventually you get your pass score, what I'm going to do here with this, and I must do it in the for loop straight away, if the pass score is less than, if it's less, jeez, where balls that. So here's part 3. Amend the program so that it determines and displays the weakest password in the list along with its score. When the program is run, the output may look as follows. So you can see here how it says the weakest password is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, which is this one, and you get a score of 0, its corresponding value. So we have to be very clever here, because not alone do we have to keep track of the score, we've also got to keep track of the index of the password where it corresponds with. So for example, the sun is index 0, and that corresponds with this score 1. So we need to know that that's index 0, index 1, index 2. So we need to keep a kind of a tracker or track of that. So what we're going to do, here's the suggested solution. We're going to, so this is part number 3. So first of all, I'm going to set a min to some crazy value. Let's say 9,999, whatever you want. And I'm also going to say index tracker here, and I'm going to set the index tracker to 0 here. I'm going to set the index tracker to 0. So when we come in here, the first time, the first check that we've got, it's going to be index 0. And I'm going to come in here and I'm going to say, right, if the pass score that has just been returned from the function, if that is less than the minimum value that we already have, and surely it's going to be, like our password scores there are 1, 6, 11, 0, 11, so on and so forth. So one of them, if that's going to be less than 999, well, we're going to overwrite minimum with that pass score. Okay, and what we're going to do now is we're going to set the lowest, maybe, create a variable there is equal to index tracker. So lowest is equal to index tracker. So we now have, what we've got set is our, maybe we should say index of worst or something. Index of worst is equal to that index tracker. So index tracker, first of all, will be 0. Will be 0 here, and that's assigned to that. But now, outside of that if statement, so if it never gets in, I'm going to say index is equal to index plus 1, which of course in shorthand is equivalent to plus equal to 1. And so index will keep incrementing no matter, going around the loop there. So after we've done that, index will go to 1, and then if it checks the next thing after that, and that happens to be the minimum, it'll go, so the next time it comes in, whatever score you get, if you get 6, is 6 now less than the minimum? No, it's not. Pass over it. Index will go to 2. Is 11 less than the minimum? No, it's not. Pass over. Index will go to 3. Is 0 less than the minimum? Yes, it is. Minimum now will become 0. And now we have the index tracker, which is 3. 0, 0, 1, 2, 3. That will now be assigned to the index of the worst variable here, which is storing what we want. So now that we've got that done, let's break out of the loop. I think that's looking like what we've got to do here. The weakest password is this, so it seems to have slightly changed here. Yeah. Oh no, sorry, it's still doing that. Sorry, I break out after. So what we've got here, print, break out of the loop, and we're going to say the weakest password is and so the weakest password, and what we're going to say here is for our actual list test passwords and whatever index of the worst that we have stored at that particular stage. Right, so that should give us that, and then we should have score is the min score. Right, so let's run this, and index plus, oh, we should have index tracker there. Apologies. Okay, and as expected there, the weakest password is 12345. Score is 0. And so that's one particular way to do it. Let's just have a quick look again at what's exactly going on in the next video, a quick debug of that.